more open. Oh man. I don't know what came and hit that 8-pin, but I almost left it. Almost did it again. What's up guys, BrunsNick's back, and wow, what an intro do we got. The Ivory Rhino Pro from Brunswick. Now this is the first HK22 cover stock that's found on a fixed shell bowling ball, wrapped around that original Rhino Pro core, and I can't wait to see what this does on the lanes for me, with SPECTO running of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now let's see this Ivory Rhino Pro in action. What a day it is. We got another Rhino Pro in the mix. Type of a vintage type ball. It's not vintage because we got HK22 on it. We put that stuff on everything and it is gorgeous looking. Ivory Rhino Pro, they never had this color back in the 90s, at least not for Brunswick. So, original core in this bad boy, thick shell in 15 and 16, that RG is pretty high, 2.56, differential 032. And that HK22 cover with that activator plus 3.0 pearl. So we're gonna start it out, we're gonna move it in. This is gonna be a rev dominant type ball, I think, for people that maybe don't have a lot of speed, that have trouble controlling the ball, but we're gonna find out. So bowling on Crown Jewel, 43-foot pattern, 13-to-1 ratio, 22, 23 units, somewhere in there. Typical house shot, this is pretty much what you'd find at your local center. So let's try this ball out. We're gonna start it out on 15 and see what this ball does. Got a few games on the lane right now. Wanted to test this ball in a kind of environment that you would kind of expect. What a cool looking bowling ball. What a fantastic rolling bowling ball. Black grips, black thumb makes that ball look fantastic. So first shot out of the gate, thing hooked quite a bit, pretty clean through the front. I got a little friction built in, so let's throw this ball again. This is gonna be a very fun ball to throw. I really get kind of geeked when I get some thick shell bowling balls. I really like the way they roll. I really like the way they hit the pins. Just sets up, doesn't overreact. You know, when you get that low differential, you're not getting a lot of track flare. So it's just like old school 90s pop, old school reaction. For those guys and ladies, there's some two-handers coming out there that really like to rev the snot out of a ball. This is a ball that you're gonna want in your bag. You saw that with a lot of different bowling balls like that. You see it with thick shell purple hammer, black hammer, NU, purple hammer reactive, Rhino Pro teal. Hold. All right. Definitely hooks from that spot. So let's start moving her in. 5 boards at a time. Let's test the limits of this Rhino Pro. The original Rhino Pro teal, smoother, not really strong. I wouldn't call it a strong bowling ball, but very smooth. And if I had to remember right, it kind of struggled moved in when you move in, as a lot of low differential balls do. But now we got HK22 in the mix. We got a pearl cover in the mix. Might be a different story today. So we'll move in 5, standing 20 now. Give it a little swing. What do you say? Yes. I'm not even trying to do much to it. I'm just letting it roll off my hand, trying to Parker bone it down there, clean off the hand, just watch it just go. It could have got through the pins a little better. So I'm just gonna try to hit it a little bit harder. That's all I'm gonna do. Speed-wise was great. I just wanna see the ball tip a little harder, so let's give it a little bit more business at the bottom. Woo! It's always nice when you see a ball respond to the changes you're making. So obviously I wanted to crank up the revs a little bit. Like I said, give it the business. and it responded accordingly. Came off that spot a lot harder and went through the face. So let's throw one more shot there. Let's give it 3/4 of the business. It's a scientific formula, I think. Bam. That's it. 3/4 business. Full business, full send, too much. Smooth off the hand is okay, a little lazy. And now 3/4, pack. So, let's move 5 more. Be 10 left, sanding on 25. So, I would say usually on a ball like this, you hit it with surface, but you never know what you expect. When you get a shiny ball, if it's going to overskid. Ooh, got that in a lot. I didn't think I was going to hit the head pin, but that's what I'm talking about. Surface-wise, you know, a shiny ball, high RG, low differential. I mean, unless it's designated as your dry lane ball, right? And that's okay. If this is going to be the last ball out of your bag as far as when the lanes really start to break down, then leave it like that. If you're more speed dominant, you're probably going to want a little more surface like me, because I want to play different zones. I don't want to just play straighter with it. I want to open it up. I want to use it all night. But let's try to get this to the dry, see how it responds when I go more open. It's more open. Oh man, I don't know what came and hit that 8-pin, but I almost left it. Almost did it again. It said, no, 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 I'm a tumbo. Wah! So far, it is responding well. It's not overreacting to the dry, kind of underreacted in the oil, so you did get that kind of underreaction. The overreaction was pretty good. Let's throw one more shot right there. Right in the middle. Ah, what a great ball. That was like splitting the difference between the two. That's exactly what I want to do in these videos. I don't always have the skill set to do it. Get one in, get one out, split the middle, see what it does. So let's move another 5. We're going to be 15 left now. Really open up the angles and probably have to bring down the speed. That's my guess. So we're standing 30. 15 left from the original spot. That's a great shot. Oh man, I love it. Whenever I leave 4 pins as I start moving in, I know that the ball's doing a lot of work and I can keep that aggressive speed and not worry about trying to slow down and kind of try to manipulate it so much. I can kind of let it do its thing. But so far this ball's got a lot of pop on the back. Low flare, doesn't matter. Cover-wise, HK22 makes this ball a whole different animal. Hook. Ah, just got in a little bit. Waited. See, this is the spot where, for me, surface would be optimal. Not a lot, just kind of knock that compound finish off. I usually like to start with like a 2000 by hand, just to knock the surface off. That's it. I'm not trying to dull it up, because honestly, this ball is so pretty, why would you want to? All right, 4-pin wrap 10. Let's try to split the difference, just like last zone. That's it. Oh, all right, that's okay. Probably leaked that a little wide. Speed-wise was good. Light mixer, slap that 4-pin right out of there. So we're gonna move it 5 more. This has been a very fun ball to throw. I hope you're seeing that, and I hope you're getting your pre-orders in already. Rhino Pro, iconic name for 30 years plus, let me tell you. All right, we got that reset. End of the road, 20 left on 35 now. That's coming back hard. Geared down way too much. Fed that to the dry. Telling you, this ball wants to do a lot more work. This is out kicking its coverage. You don't expect a low differential ball to be able to hang with some of the bigger ASIMs, some of the bigger performance balls out there, you know, those old 50 core balls. But this ball loves friction. You send it to it, and you can watch it have a lot of good time on the back. Did it again. Nope. I think I got that out just maybe a half board more. That's all it took, just to go from through the face to the knot. So yeah, it's not the right zone for this ball. Fun to throw, right? But let's move back to a zone that's maybe a little bit easier. And honestly, a ball like this, I'm gonna have more fun playing straight So that first area was great. Second area was pretty great. I don't know, let's do that 5 board left move. Let's start on 20, or go back to 20, I should say. Let's wrap this video up. I'm really pumped for this ball. All day, just send it to the dry, let it set up, do its thing, come off that spot hard, and split the 8-9. So, I mean, what can I say? Ivory Rhino Pro, pretty legit addition in the Brunswick line. Mesmerize, vaporize, Ivory Rhino Pro, ethos hybrid, a lot of good additions, a lot of great technology put into full use. So that's all. Hope you guys learned a little something, and if you pre-ordered this ball or bought this ball based on this review, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing about all that kind of stuff. But also check out the merch on Inside Bowling. I really appreciate your guys' support. Please subscribe. See you on another video.